Yeah. Well, then let's fast forward. Let's just do Triple G instead of doing the whole card. Let's do Triple G, and then we'll get to Canelo. What did y'all think about Triple G?
It would take a Mack truck to run into his chin and knock him out. You can hit him with anything. Go ahead, Carson.
He was good. He dropped. You talked about the jab. He dropped the guy with the jab, with a double jab, and put him down. Yeah. But Triple G, I think the power is still there. I think the speed is just a little slower. Mm-hmm. So he's still Triple G to an extent. Mm-hmm. Like he still can throw a lot of different shots, nice little combinations there, and then has that power. But maybe just a smidge slower than we typically are familiar with him being. But good win.
Remember, I text you guys.
Honestly, out of Canelo and Triple G, do you ask me who I want to fight? Me personally, I would take Canelo. This man looked like he got bricks, and I feel like I couldn't do nothing with him. Like I hit him hard as I can. He just all right. He literally just shakes it off. I never seen nothing like it. It's probably the best chins I ever seen in the game.
Dang.
Canelo's up there too, but it's crazy, man. Those two, they got two great chins.
Hey, listen now, y'all remember I text y'all right before the fight happened. I said, yo, listen, I don't think I don't think Triple G is the same fighter he once was. And, I was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, when the fight started, I was not watching the fight to be entertained. I was watching the fight to see who are you now? What do you have left in the tank? I haven't seen you in a minute. Show me who you are. I think
a lot of people were.
Yeah, show me who you are. I think that was kind of the consensus as it pertained to him with the fight, which I wasn't aware of until the fight happened. I didn't know that people were like kind of on his case like that. I was on his case. I text y'all. And I saw more than I expected. Even his defense was much tighter, slicker than I've seen in the past. I think that was the number one thing lacking in his fight against Canelo, in both his fights against Canelo, was his defense. I saw very good defense. Of course, we're looking at a Polish guy who's slower than anyone, and really wasn't throwing with the kind of intent that you would like to see someone throwing at Triple G. However, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you're in the ring with. What matters is that you look 100% or as close to 100% as possible. And I thought that he was upwards to that 95 percentile of his abilities and who he is now. I can say he's 95% at least of who he's been in the past.
Yeah, I said, I think just the speed was the only thing for me.
I agree. I think that his speed looks a little slower, but depends on who's pulling it out of you.
For sure.
You got somebody in the ring that can kind of command the best from you, then you always step it up. And I think that even in his two losses against Canelo, I think that he stepped it up. Yeah, a loss and a draw. I think he stepped it up, but I think in both fights, it was like he was missing something in both fights. I actually had the first fight a draw, and I had him losing the second fight. So I think that there's some things that he can really, if you're looking at having a third fight with Canelo, you take a look at both of those fights, and you just kind of pick out what was good and pick out what was bad and kind of come up with this recipe, and you might be successful in the third outing.
I don't have any interest in that.
I don't either. I'm sorry. I don't.
Me either, man. Me either.
Where did that? I know it's a kind of a
because you got
media creation, but like I didn't. That kept being the thing to both fighters. They kept saying like, the trilogy, and I was like, I didn't see a lot of people on social media or in my head clamoring for a third fight. Yeah, I don't know.
When you look at Canelo and how much money he wants to make, there really isn't too many other fighters out there that can command the kind of draw that he would need to make the kind of money that he wants to make. I think Triple G is the only other guy out there still that can do that.
You think so?
We always talk about who we want to see Canelo fight next. Who we want to see Triple G fight next? I don't want to see Canelo. Like, can we get him like Benavidez, Demetrius Andre, somebody else, man.
Any of them. I mean, any of the top guys at 160 or 168. I think that Jamal Charlo and Triple G will be a fantastic.
That's a good fight.
That's a great fight. Stylistically, it makes sense.
That's a good fight, Sean.
I think Charlo wins.
I think Charlo. That's a fight that Charlo could win.
That's a 50-50 fight.
I think Charlo gets it, but that's a good one. Yeah,
That's a good one.
The fact that they kept asking that, like in both fights, or kept mentioning on the broadcast, I was like, I assure you, nobody at home's like, man, I can't wait for Canelo Triple G3.
Stop bringing this up.
Nobody cared.
Like, there's the only 2 left in the division. Like,
yeah, and they're not even at the same division right now.
I'm telling y'all what I know. You know, at the end of the day, when you can sell across the seas, then that's what you try to sell. Even though you're selling it here in America, you're trying to get the world to tune in. And right now, those guys are the 2 guys who would sell to the world: Triple G versus Canelo.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think it does.
You don't think it does?
I don't think that third fight does anything. Just because it's not going to not do anything, because Canelo's a huge draw no matter who Canelo's fighting.
Yeah.
But as far as like a boxing fan base, I didn't see anyone across the spectrum. Canelo people, Triple G people, casual boxing fans. I just didn't see anyone that like is dying to see that. I don't know.
Let me ask you, would y'all have liked to have seen Andre Ward fight Canelo?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Right now, I would have liked to see Andre Ward fight Triple G.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like see Andre Ward fight. But
yeah.
I think both of those would have been interesting matchups in their day.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I definitely love what Carson said about the Charlo Triple G. That is a great match.
I made that match.
Great match.
Yeah, that was Shawn. Oh,
my bad. I made that match. I'm glad that what Carson brought up, that Triple G Charlo match. That's a great match.
I do think Charlo gets him. I think he's quick enough where he would give him trouble. I think he's athletic enough that I think he can move around some of those shots. And obviously the Charlos have never lacked power, either of them, for the most part.
Hey, obviously don't depend on that to beat him. But
my big question,
of course not.
My big question when it comes to Charlo though is, do you have enough defense for someone like Triple G?
Yeah,
I think he gets it. He gained
enough boxing.
I'm going Charlo.
Don't tell me you didn't enjoy what you saw, because I know you did. What you need to do now: hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit that notification button. Check us out every week, every Tuesday. Something new for you right here on the Porterweight Podcast.